Okay, I had to keep leaving. I had to keep leaving and joining that because it would not let me rejoin.
I don't know what happened. It just shut off and said your live ended. And I was like, wait, I didn't touch anything. I
What?
don't
It's
know what
okay.
happened.
It's
That
okay.
was so annoying. Ugh, I'm sorry that happened.
You okay?
I was like, what just happened? I don't know. Anyways, wanted to get back to what because it cut off right when you were answering, for
Yeah.
me at least. But we mentioned working with older age demographics.
Yes. Honestly, my field really is the youth because that's my most background, but I actually would love to work with older artists. It's just that right now, the older artists, no shade to any of my artists that are grown that I work with, it's just that they are more unprofessional in a sense of a way. Like it's a lot of scheduling conflicts. It's a lot of things where it's like, okay, if I'm setting everything up for the day and then you tell me 30 minutes before showtime or before I go on air that you're not coming, it's just certain things like that. And then like reschedule with me and do it again, reschedule, just things like that. But it's just like with the youth, even though like, they have managers, their parents, they're with them. It's just that I'm gonna move up in the ages, but right now I'm gonna stick with what I feel like is like in my heart that's needed to be done.
Yeah. And honestly, you're doing a great job with it. And
Thank
I think it's
you.
important uplifting the youth, giving them a chance. So you're doing great.
Thank you.
Let's see. And you've had so many guests come through on your
I
show,
have,
which is
yes.
amazing. I love it. Have you ever had some of your favorite guests so far that you can name off the top of your head? And what were those conversations that stuck out to you the most that they are become your favorite?
I would say one person it would be D'Lo.
Mhm.
One of D'Lo, he came for the Joe Mirage Spectacular birthday. That's what I call it because it was on my birthday, and I would say that the conversation, he's very like empowering. Like anything that comes out his mouth, it's really touching the people. So, when it came to me talking about, just me being scared of thinking I'm not gonna make it or be successful, he kind of helped, steer me in the right way. And my second guess would be Dreadhead Cowboy.
Mm.
Um, because it was some things that he said that actually spoke out to me, which is actually happening on TikTok right now. Because I don't know if you've seen the skit that we had did. Me and Dre Cowboy, we did a skit, and he told me to post it, and
Mhm.
actually right now it's literally still going up.
I
I
can't
think right
remember
now
which one it was.
it was a skit where he walked out the room, and I think like right now on TikTok we are sitting at. Hold on, I'm looking at it. Oh yeah, we're looking at 60,000 live views
Wow.
just for it being as negative as it was, and then I reposted something else saying, hey, he told me to post this just because he knew that you guys' reaction would be like this. So that was one of, I would say, him, Dreadhead Cowboy, and Amari Blaze.
Mm.
Them three.
Those are good ones. Those are really good
Yes.
ones. So far, has it been like extremely kind of difficult to kind of get the right, like produce the right like social media videos after the like videos and after the podcasts are posts? Like, can those like just kind of boost the ratings? Has that been like such a problem, or is that?
That actually is a problem for me now because I feel like my videos would be so much more if I promoted them correctly. And I don't do a lot of promoting, so I know there's one thing that I am working on. And I'm
Mhm.
hoping to add, somebody that could help me like to my team that just, stir me in the right way. Just so the Joe Show could keep moving like in a better path.
Yeah. Well, everyone listening, maybe we can send in some resumes. Hopefully.
Yes, come on.
Yes. And beyond that, when it comes to creating new episodes, what is that process like for you? And what are some of the hardest parts?
Oh my
Finding guests, or
God.
recording, or researching, or anything like that?
Honestly, when I usually do videos, I do like 8 videos in one day.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
like tomorrow, I'll be shooting 7 videos.
mm,
Um, it would be the consistency in questions. Like, you can research a person, but it's like when you have interviews back to back, back to back, back to back, like your mind is getting tired. So that's one thing that I'm working on is to keep the energy. And then honestly, I want to add more media personalities so I don't
mm,
feel exhausted. Where, other people could come and interview for me as well.
yeah. I like that. I was gonna ask you how it is because I know you said in a previous TikTok how going back to back to back social media events can drain your personal battery.
It
How is that like
can.
to like maintain, a positive attitude when you're at events and when you're interviewing people and networking?
Um, First of all, I don't want anybody to think like it's fake because like if I'm
Mhm.
smiling like in their face or anything, but I would say like I don't know, it's like a hat, right? When you
Mhm.
get home, you can wind down, but it's like when you're actually out and about, it's like okay, let me meet this person. Like me and my team, I'm being so honest. Like 5 months ago from today.
Mhm.
We was event, and I was shaking at least probably like 200 some people's hands a day,
Oh my
right? So honestly, just trying to keep my social battery up, I would say praying and keeping the music with me and like the team just encouraging me. It just kept just keeping me and keeping me. So I would say that's the one thing that kept my social battery going.
Yeah, no, that's good. It's good that you have a good team behind you too. That's really
Yes,
important to help uplift you. Speaking of your team, I noticed that you also have an LLC, which is pretty impressive.
thank
Congratulations.
you.
Is there anyone in your family or anyone personal to you that has helped you kind of go through that like business and legal process? Because I know as an artist that you don't even think about those things, so the technical
Yeah.
sides can be a little bit difficult.
Um, Honestly, I met a young woman last year and she does internet radio and her like everything that she has going actually looks good. And so she helped me set everything up for the Joe show. So shout out to her. Where, like everything that I'm doing is a part of my business.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow,
yeah.
that's great. I love that. Congratulations. That's hard to
Thank
find.
you.
I love that. And beyond that, what are some of your challenges when it comes to interviewing people and being the host that people wouldn't normally think about that are difficult?
Energy.
Mhm.
Like my energy has to be on point. I feel like the energy in the room has to be on point. That's why I'm
Mhm.
kind of picky about who I interview. Like I like to actually speak to the person sometimes, and instead of just seeing them on social media, because sometimes social media could portray them a little bit different than how they are in person. So I would say one of the most challenges when it comes to me interviewing is like the energy in the room. I wouldn't
Mhm.
say that I would not want to do the interview if the energy isn't right, but sometimes it stops me from making that show hiding it from its actual potential of what it could be, how
Yeah,
good it could be.
that's important. It's really important. Would you like ever have a way to get around that if you're like filming a podcast and there's someone, not to like spill any tea, but if there's like someone that's not being the most, proper or, you're not like vibing with properly, would you like edit around it?
um yeah, I mean I would pull one of my team members and let them interview for me. Like I'm so serious. Like and honestly it actually only happened one time.
Mm,
It's just if the energy just doesn't work for me, like I'm easy to adapt, but if I just feel like hey, I don't have time today,
yeah,
we gonna go. I feel like with my personality and other people personalities, sometimes it can clash, but honestly it just depends on the type of lifestyle that we have. My
yeah,
lifestyle would be different from someone else, and hey, maybe they can't understand what I'm saying, so let me get someone that actually you know, comes from that person background or that person lifestyle that could, interview them better.
yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. So, No, no hate towards that. You're doing great so far.
Content still got to be made.
Yeah.
So,
No, yeah, that's so real. And being an interviewer takes so much energy. So, you're doing great. But is there anything that you do, like a ritual or a routine that helps you kind of get into, the proper mindset before you're about to do a podcast or before you're about to go to an event?
I mean, me and my team, we usually sing the Joe Show theme song.
Yeah.
Like we be in the car. It's the Joe Show. Like that's all we literally do. We just be like vibing and just like getting that drive. So I
Yeah.
would say that's one thing I do before an interview. Like, I have another song as well. I'm gonna debut for my new podcast.
Hmm.
It's called Open Purses. Um, and that is for like the LGBTQ community. So it's a group of guys and women that sits at the table and talk about issues that we have in the world. So that song actually will be the new song for that podcast.
Awesome. Do you like create these songs yourself or do you have a team that helps you?
No, so my godmom, she's a like amazing. She's a gospel singer. She does blues, quartet, and she's an amazing writer. So I just told her like, hey, I need two songs for my podcast and the Joe Show. And next thing I know, she sent them to me, and hey, they've been sticking ever since.
Yeah, they're really catchy, so she's doing a great job. Like she knows what she's
Yes.
doing. I love that. And I was gonna actually mention gospel because I notice a lot of gospel music within a lot of your videos and posts.
Yes.
Is that something that, you grew up with or is something that's really
Yes,
important to
I
you?
am a gospel head. I call myself a little church baby because I have like a kind of old soul. So like even though I can't actually sing like the singers, but like when we be like I have a mic drop, and so like the artists like I be playing around and singing notes with them and stuff and just harmonizing, and it was like I could tell you went to church, and I'm like, yeah. Like I love honestly, I just love music. Honestly, if I had the pipes like some of these singers, I would not ever shut up. I promise you.
Well, you have something so far. I mean, I noticed a little bit of music that you posted here and there with your like car karaoke's and
Oh
such.
yeah, yeah.
You've got something going, you
It's
know? I like
fun. Look, it is fun. I'm thinking about actually making that a part of like a vlog for YouTube. Because some people like I know I get a lot of good feedback on TikTok from it, but I haven't did it in a while. So I'm
Mhm.
actually thinking about buying like the dash cam and actually do it.
Yeah, you should, especially with like some of your guests who are more like artist based. That'd be
Yes.
perfect. Oh, I love that for you. Oh, that's so exciting. I love that. Well, speaking of, networking, going back to that, running a radio show and podcast is not for the weak, and especially with all the social media that comes involved with it. Are you ever a part of like that post-production side? I know you mentioned that you're still looking for someone to kind of help you with that. But
Mhm.
are you involved in that, like developing like thumbnails or editing or
I do it all.
yeah?
Well, I have one person that actually helped me. His name is Big Zato. He's an artist as well. He's the founder, or I believe co-founder, of Shut Up I'm Talking radio show and podcast.
Mhm.
And he actually started with me in the beginning, and he helped me with everything. The thumbnails, actually, I make the thumbnails, but editing, he does it all. Like when it comes to artists and their mic drops, I believe I did my very first video and then he took over.
Oh wow. Wow, that's amazing. Well, I mean, I can't believe you do all of that. Like, you seem
Yeah.
very busy. You're in school, you're doing
Yeah.
this, you're always at events. Like, where do you ever find time to kind of just like unwind and be with yourself?
Honestly, it would probably be like today. Cause
Yeah.
Sundays,
Oh, I'm so
Sundays.
sorry. I'm
No,
taking you
no,
back.
no, no, no. You're good. Sundays actually like, my time where I chill and wind down. But also I put my phone on do not disturb at night. So
Oh.
like once I'm in the house, I'm in the house. Like there and no none of that. Ain't no getting in touch with me. I'm sorry.
That's good. That's good that you have your standards. That's really important.
Yes.
What would you be seen doing if you're, on your day off, like, are you doing like exercises? Are you trying a new restaurant? Are you hanging out with family?
I need to get in the gym. While we talking about that, I do need to get in the gym. Um, Honestly, it would be hanging with my friends, and honestly watching them do what they love, which is shoot content. You know, all of my friends, they're all in the industry as well, and they're trying to make a name for themselves. So I'm watching them write, I'm watching them, I mean, shoot videos and like, just what I do on a regular basis. That's what I see them do like on my free time, and honestly, I'm so proud of all of them.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
amazing. And I'm honestly, I know it might not mean much, but I'm proud of you because I know
thank
it's
you,
hard to have so many hats and, to be able to do so much. So, congratulations. You're doing
thank you.
amazing. That's amazing. And you've really built the Joe Show as itself and its own personality from the ground up. Even
Yes.
it's even turned into the LLC, which is amazing. What's some of that the guidance that other people have given you throughout this entire journey with the business side and the art side of everything?
Honestly, business wise, other than the young lady that I met, I actually have not really got any advice. But I actually have like from a couple managers, which they're just, telling like, teaching me about the industry. Especially since I want to keep moving up the ladder. And honestly, they help me get in certain rooms, or they like reach out to someone and let them get wind of who I am and let me introduce myself. So honestly, I would say a lot of these artist managers, they are very big help on like advice on the business side. But really when it comes to my show, I would say I really just take advice from like the VP, which is also like he's on my team as well. And so, he kind of tell me like, hey, I think this would be better for this episode. And I think this question would have been better. So like when we get on wrapping up for a show, like he'll give me some advice. Or honestly, during the show, he'll be texting me and giving me questions that he feel like should be asked.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Oh, and
Yeah.
is that like a hard process to kind of like read your phone and then ask the question, or do you feel like it's become smooth over time?
It actually has come so smooth where I could act like I'm checking the time because I be telling my
Mm.
artists that I'm on a time limit, and I could just act like I'm checking the time, and I know how to just move that quick dance that question around.
Oh, good for you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love that. I would never notice, so you're doing great. But
yeah.
yeah, and
I
I
usually keep
wanted.
it between my legs. Oh my god, your sound went out. I can't hear you. Yeah, your sound went out.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
that was so weird. Someone's trying to call me. I don't know who that is. But anyways, um, yeah, so I wanted to bring up the fact that you wear many hats, again, like
Mhm.
you said, and you're also a leasing agent, which is really cool. Like, I think that's
Yes.
just so awesome that you're able to do so many things. Um, are you like someone that enjoys kind of dipping your toe in different things and being able to have so many abilities?
Yes, I want to be able to do more. Like I'm actually getting ready to get into insurance, like whole life insurance. I'm
Mm.
getting ready to get into that. I haven't been touring and showing apartments like I actually need to, so I'll start back doing that like next weekend. Cause I feel like the money has to flow. The money
Yeah.
has to flow. The money has to keep coming. So honestly, I also do want to get into mentoring. I know
Oh.
I'm supposed to start teaching podcasts for CPS soon. I'm waiting on a contract with them. So honestly, I love wearing like multiple hats. Like it's just when I see it, like when I'm like, going to try to do more and more, it just let me know that like, okay, you're doing something right because I'm not sticking to one thing. And on
Yeah.
top of that, I get bored fast.
I feel that a
Yeah.
lot. I feel that 100%. I do the same thing. That's amazing though. I love that. Well, back in February, you also hosted your first fashion show, which was awesome. Congratulations. What was that experience like? And are you someone who's super into fashion personally?
So I did not get a chance to host that fashion show due to some things, but I did get invited that following week for a youth fashion show. So I
Oh,
did get to host my first time. It was just not for them.
mm,
But honestly, that was amazing. I
yeah.
actually want to get back into doing that because I got to interview like everybody after the show, before the
Hmm.
show, and I got to like announce everyone as well. Amazing.
Wow. That's awesome. Would you
Yes.
ever like go bold and just like maybe want to do like the Met or something like that? Like, because that's such a fun
So
experience.
okay, so I did apply for the Grammys this year.
Oh.
And I did apply for Met Gala for next year.
Mm-hmm.
I also applied for a New York Fashion Week for like the
Wow.
next time coming up. So the only thing that was sent for me from New York was an album release party, was to come and do red carpet because
Mm-hmm.
I met an agency and they send me a lot of things. And it's just the only thing is like, hey, I have to start, getting the Joe Show money up because, a lot of these are just opportunities and not paid opportunities.
Mm. Yeah.
So I would say that yeah, I'm gonna keep applying to the rest. It's just that, and this to any of my creators out there, like when they see that like your numbers are kind of semi low,
Mm.
they're not really looking for like looking at you. They'll be looking at more people that got like 100,000 followers or a million.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot. Like with like
Yeah,
any sort of agency, they just look at the followers. So
yeah.
hopefully you can build it up so you can make a bigger name out in the big world.
Fingers crossed, bro.
Yes, that's amazing. Well,
Yes.
beyond your own projects, how do you choose the guests and the stories that you feature on the Joe Show? Like, what draws you to someone's story?
Honestly, yeah, it would be like just talking with them, right?
Mm,
Like talking with the guests, like seeing, like me, I do watch like a lot of people, so like I'm looking at their Instagram and stuff, and
mm-hmm.
if I see them talking about certain things that just, oh, you should come on the
Mm,
Joe Show. I think another thing too is that I don't look straight for negativity.
yeah.
I look for like more positive stories. Like I have a young man, he's coming on the show. Actually, I was gonna wait until like the news stopped covering him.
Mm,
He was bullied about his style. And he's from, I believe, Michigan. And his parents is gonna bring him to Chicago just for me to interview him. And
wow.
he wanna debut, whatever, his
Mm,
fashion line on the Joe Show. So
wow.
they'll come. So while we're talking, I'll have mannequins behind us with all his different pieces.
Mm, wow. That's a great opportunity for them.
So yeah,
I'm so happy for them. That's amazing.
yeah.
And
Thank you.
congratulations. Well, hosting takes a lot of confidence and empathy. When you're on the mic, how do you create space that feels genuine and comfortable for your guests?
Oh, girl, I'd be scared. I'd be so scared. Honestly, I know some people will be like, "Yo, give me a yo if you can hear me." Um, I think with me, honestly, once I do my introduction, like, "Yo, it's your boy Joe Mirage from the Joe Show" part, I think most of them like just really get in like tune with me, and I'm not good at joking, like telling jokes and stuff. So honestly, I don't know. I don't know how to like describe it, but the vibe actually just be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Do you ever like, do you have like your production? I know it's so far, I'm sure you're still developing your style with your show,
Mhm.
but would you ever like have like anything within your furniture or anything like that, just to kind of make it more comfortable or even like a light with their name on it or something in the future for like,
Yes.
yeah.
So what I want to start doing for each guest is having like honestly like on my backdrop, right? I want to
Mhm.
start putting like instead of I haven't actually added anything on the background in a while for the Joe Show because I haven't posted a podcast in a while. But what I
Mhm.
want to do is start making different backgrounds for each guest.
Yeah.
So like it have like their face and all their albums on there, um, like any of their like work that they have. I want to be able to
Yeah.
like showcase it.
I love that. That's a beautiful idea. I'm excited to see
Yeah.
that because it could be like a collage or something. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the ideal of it is to really just for each episode make it, look as different as it is.
Yeah. That's
Unique.
amazing. Yeah. And it makes them feel so like special and honored
Official.
to be there.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, that's amazing. And you clearly have built a strong foundation for yourself. Are
Yeah.
there any interview hosts or media figures that you look up to or take inspiration from?
Oh yes. Oh baby, let me go down the list. Okay. So for like media, I have been like watching Steve Harvey since I was
Mhm.
little, right? Him, Wendy Williams, 106 in Park, Tamara Hall, Ellen DeGeneres, because
Mhm.
and then also from like, my peers, it's this young lady, her name is DS. She's from Divine Purpose. And honestly, I love the way that she interview. I love it. I love it. And then I would say I can't I'm losing my mind.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with DS, and then I'm gonna go with it's another group radio show called Woo Bop the Bam Radio. The ones there, they are amazing interviewers as well. Her name is Pressure P. Amazing. So it's like artists that also does radio that like when I meet them, amazing.
Wow, I love
Honestly, I
that.
take their styles and I I wouldn't say I could like put it in the Joe Show, but I'm learning more about different interview processes, the way that I see them do it.
Hmm. Ah, that's amazing. And when
Yeah.
it comes to like building your own personality for the show, do you feel like you've kind of settled down on one kind of persona, or do you feel like you're still mixing around, trying to find the right moves and the right words to say and all that?
So professionally, what I want to do is broaden my vocabulary, right?
Mhm.
I want to start. I know, like right now, I just went and bought a dictionary
Ooh.
because it's like after you graduate high school, you don't really think about some. Well, I know most of my peers they never really thought about picking up a dictionary and started using different words.
Mhm.
But I know, like, to be a great interviewer, you have to hit them with something crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, I want to be able to when I'm in them rooms, I want to be able to sound and talk like
Hmm.
I'm meant to be in them rooms. So that's one thing that I feel like that I'm working on. But the way my interviewing style,
Hmm.
I would say it's good. I just have more work to do, like with me, like questions wise. I want to
Yeah.
start researching more and really just getting like more in depth with the artist and learning more about the backstory of them and not just their music. Because I don't want my interviews to sound like they are interrogation. I want you to come and sit on this couch and have some fun and,
Yeah.
let's talk about childhood memories. Let's, pull back the veil. Like, just understand everything.
Yeah, I love that. As like an interviewer myself, I think like
Yeah.
that's important. I wish I could do that, but I don't want to. I can't, like I'd rather keep it mellow. But I love
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
energy. I love where you're coming from. That's amazing. Yeah, that's beautiful. And you're such a people person too,
I
but
am.
also like you're very intentional, which I really love about you.
Thank you.
What's your approach when it comes to balancing authenticity with professionalism in your interviews?
Oof. So during my interviews, I actually don't like to cuss. Right? And I know sometimes I can have a little potty mouth. I can have a little potty mouth, but like during my interview, it's kind of hard to. I would say sometimes it does be hard to cut it off, especially
Mhm.
when I'm passionate about a topic.
Yeah.
So, I would say like the balance of it. it's like a 50-50 sometimes. But I most of the time I do keep it as professional as I can because I know that it is a lot of kids and schools and principals that have acknowledged me. You know, as schools that done invited me to come and talk to their kids. And the first thing that I don't want for them to turn on the Joe Show and the first thing they see is me just, you know, cursing in 100 sentences.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. And I did notice that you work with a lot of other schools. Is that like
I
a,
do.
do you do like a lot of volunteer work with that, or
I do.
they come ask you to come in?
Honestly, by me working for the Boys and Girls Club for so many years, I actually got my foot in the door that way.
Mm.
But CPS is a little bit different, especially since I started at the Boys and Girls Club in Mississippi. So moving to Chicago and kind of like getting to know different schools, some of them be set on, okay, no. And then some be like, well, I believe in everybody teaching and mentoring. So, excuse me. So, some schools just let me come in and do what I do. But a lot of them have, looking at my emails so far, a lot of them have reached out.
Oh, yeah. I love that. You're clearly making an
Yes.
impact, so they want to see it more in
Yes.
their communities. And you're very community driven. I love that. How do
I'm
you
working on it.
No, you're doing great so far working with CPS. It's great. That's like the best way to start. So congratulations.
Thank you.
But how do you hope the Joe Show continues to impact Chicago and the young entrepreneurs?
Honestly, I hope that each one of okay, let me go back. So honestly, I'm hoping that, like when they hear of the Joe Show and they hear the story behind the person that created the Joe Show, they're able to tell their own story as well.
Mm,
Like, I still remember like just when I first started, even though I started with my friends and like me doing my own episodes, I was able to come out like, about things that happened to me in the past and it helped me. So like I'm able to express myself online the way that I want to. So I'm hoping that for them, for the younger people that have been in foster care like me, that have been through certain things, whether it's city, state, it doesn't matter. Like whatever's going on in their life, that they're able to, speak up. So I'm really wanting the Joe Show to brand
mm,
and not just brand for one thing, but like motto is empowering voices one story at a time, right? So
mhm.
I want to be able for everyone else to empower like another voice, like pass it on and pass it on.
Oh my, you're doing great, and I love that so much. I'm excited to see more about that because that's just such a great motto. So, congratulations, you're doing amazing. And I also, looking ahead, I wanted to talk about your dream collaboration, event, or guest that you would like to kind of have for a full circle moment.
Yes. My dream collab, just to let y'all know, like I told you, I am a church baby. My dream collab would be the Clark sisters. I don't know if you know who they are, but the Clark sisters are the top certified female artists, gospel, whether in gospel or secular music, like ever, right? Their mother taught the sections and what choirs use today, like alto, soprano,
Oh,
and tenor. So and then one of the Clark sisters, Twinkie Clark, she made like the drive and church music. Like, when you hear people shouting, like
yeah.
she was the one that created that church drive. So my dream like interview would be the Clark sisters to not only like dissect their lives, but to talk about the things that they created in our history that will be used and passed down like to generations and generations, right? And I know when they look at me, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, like you are way too young to know about us," because I believe they're like all in like their 60s and up.
Mm,
So that is my most dream collab. I'm really hoping and praying on it. That's why I've been applying for the Stella Awards, the SOAR Awards. The SOAR Awards, I know they did have some slots open, But by Joe Mirage trying to take care of some of the things, Joe Mirage could not pay for the media slot. So I
Mm.
am taking donations just to let y'all know. But that's why I'm applying for more gospel award shows because my dream is to interview one of the Clark sisters or all five.
Wow, that's a beautiful dream. I love
Yeah.
that. I didn't even know that they did that all that. That like
Yeah.
that's
Yes,
so
their mother, Maddie Moss Clark, like, oh my God. I like when I tell you that I fanboyed like over them so much, it's just because I
hmm
know the history and work like they put in for the world.
Yeah, like that's like I didn't even know that. Like and I love choir. I grew up with it. Like the fact that
Yes.
it's like they even created like the divisions in choir, like that's
Yes.
beautiful. And I hope that they're able to just want to be interviewed by you just because of how much you love them so much. So like
I'm
that
hoping too, because most people would have thought it would have been Nicki Minaj, hence my name is Joe Mirage. But I love Nicki Minaj to death. I do. But it's the Clark sisters.
yeah.
Like,
She shook it.
yes.
I love that. That's amazing. I'm manifesting that for you because that's a beautiful goal. I think
Me
that you
too.
deserve that so much.
I need their manager to email me back.
Yeah. Hopefully, let's get that going. And then every creative hits a few roadblocks. I wanted to talk about what lessons you've learned in this journey and, throughout your career that have changed the way you move today.
Um, I would say honestly, knowing that I know like 4 or 5 months ago, I ended up overworking myself, right?
Mm,
And my body kind of shut down because I was just always on the go. So I would say the main lesson for me is to it's okay to say no.
mm,
It's okay
yes.
to outcatch the next one. I know they be like, this is a big opportunity for you. And it's another opportunity behind that one. Like,
Yeah.
that's just my main thing is just saying no now. And knowing like who I want to work with and why. Like anything that I do, I need to know my why. And even like when some artists want to work with me, I need to know your why. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I know a lot of artists have a lot of things that they do now online, and sometimes I just can't partake in it. And
Mm,
even with different, like, people that's just like influencers, I have to know my own why before I do anything, before I say yes. And I need the time to sit there and think about it.
yeah. I love that. That's beautiful. I think that can go for all the people who are also looking up to you and looking
Yeah.
to be a podcaster, an interviewer. That's a great, great answer. Yeah,
Thank you.
of course. And then I had one more question, just to slowly wrap things up, and then we have a short little game afterwards.
Okay.
But one more question, the signature question we have here at Ambition Amplified. What does ambition mean to you?
Ooh, okay. Ambition means to me is something that, mind y'all, this is me in my own words, just to let y'all know. Um, it's like for me, it's like a kind of term of like not saying like no, like never taking no for an answer, right?
hmm
Um, like what's in me? Honestly, everything, my whole the Joe Mirage is ambition as a whole. Let me say that first, right? Like I have so much in me. It's just like a term of never saying no and never giving up.
hmm I
Like
love
never giving up. And even though I keep falling, I'm getting up and trying again. So that's
yeah.
what ambition means to me. Is just I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm gonna keep going until I can't go anymore.
Yes. Oh, that's one of the best answers I've heard so far.
Oh,
Like
thank
that's
you.
a good one. That's beautiful. Well, thank you so much for your answers. It's been a
Thank
great
you.
interview. I wanted to do a quick little game just to kind of, set the mood up a little bit
Okay.
happier. It went a little serious and I love
Yeah.
that. But, let's just end it off on a fun little note?
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna do a little game called This or That. Basically, just 5 rounds, short ones, and I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you this or that question, and then you just pick which you would prefer. Are you
Gotcha.
ready?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, round one: live radio energy or chill podcast vibes.
Chill podcast vibes.
Yes. That's a good one. I would pick that too. Um, freestyle the questions or plan everything out ahead of time.
Freestyle, because that's what I do on the Joe Show. I don't plan actually.
I mean, honestly, it works out, so you're
Yes.
doing great. Red carpet events or intimate studio conversations.
Red carpet. Red carpet.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
manifest it. Manifest that. And hosting on air or performing on stage.
Oh, hosting on air.
Yeah. I love that.
And
And then last one, own your own media network or host a nationally synchronized radio show. Mhm.
if I own my own, let me not be putting in the work. It would be owning my own. Yeah, owning my own.
Your own boss.
Yeah,
Perfect.
my own boss.
Love it. Well, it's been amazing having you on here. Thank you so
Thank
much, Joe
you.
Mirage. It's been great having you, and your dedication and your energy is so inspiring. I cannot wait to see more of you in the future.
Thank you. I hoping to see y'all at one of these events soon. And yeah. And thank you. You were an amazing interviewer.
Ah, thank you so much. No, that means
You're
so much to
welcome.
me. Thank you. And
No
really
problem.
quickly, I would love for you to plug anything that's going on in the future and where we can find you more.
Um, the next thing I believe I have coming up is a artist birthday bash with Spenzo and a couple more artists. I think I'm gonna post a flyer in a few minutes.
Ooh,
The next thing I have is the Joe Show posting Friday. It's just gonna be me, so hopefully you guys could tune in. And then you can find me on, of course, here on Air Joe Mirage. And you can look me up on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, The Joe Show, and Joe Mirage.
perfect. Well, thank you so much. It's been a great
Thank
night. I hope you
you.
enjoy the rest of your Sunday night.
You
And for
too.
everyone, thank you for joining us today. And please go ahead and give Joe Mirage a follow here on Instagram and Ambition Amplified for more content just like this. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great night.
See you
Thanks,
later.
everyone. Bye.